there's access to some much more significant thing. Oh, and it goes in one ear, not the other, and I don't change anything. But I don't understand the broader strategy. I didn't even know Facebook existed anymore. Yeah. It has to be a sick video. I think that this is like a role in particular where you feel like that's something you would have energy around and be excited to do. I haven't announced it yet, but like I want to make sure that I'm doing what I can to live up to those expectations.
I mean, I think a successful launch, like week 1, would be selling
1, 2, 1, 2, ready.
Heading out to Austin, getting the team together for this book launch offsite. Gonna be the first time the entire group is all together to talk about this stuff, so should be a productive week. Gonna have some fun in there too. Let's go catch this flight. 20, unsweetened. I'm gonna do this. You want one?
It's not Dunkin' though. No, it's not Dunkin'. Taste it. It's not bad for a can of coffee. So they brought around these nuts. I took one, Lucas took one. He then gave his back after looking at the back. Seed oils, man. You gotta look out for these seed oils out here. They're trying to kill us. Looks like nice refreshing air. Doesn't look excruciatingly hot and dry. I had a buddy that used to wear beanies no matter how hot it was out, so it'd be like 99 degrees out and the dude would have like a wool beanie on. It was the most psychotic behavior that I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god, it's hot.
Should we get coffee with like whipped cream and caramel syrup? I am of the belief that if you get anything in your coffee other than drinking it black, it's actually just a coffee flavored milkshake. Hot take. Alright, let's check Uber Eats. See what we can order to the place. Okay, Uber Eats on the way. The build up is so good. Dude, I freaking love the internet. Stuff like that. Have a good one. I'm like, what's the code? What's the code? The alarm is blaring. Nope. Owner is disarming it. God damn.
Finally.
Maybe we should just take a dip, recover from that.
Immediately getting work done.
Always. There they are. See if they set off the alarm like I did. Yeah, it was this hot this time of year here.
What's this place called? Modern Market Eatery. Blackened chicken bowl. Let's see. That's delicious. Go to when you're on the road, Uber Eats. Do the search under the healthy category. You can always find some sort of bowl place that'll make you something simple.
There's nothing like that first sip of a Topo Chico. It's like vacation in a bottle. That's how I describe it. You like feel it's like those old Corona commercials where you like crack it open and you're on the beach in Mexico. That's how I feel with the Topo Chico. Just saying.
We've been in intense book writing mode, as well as like thinking about how do we go from what we would consider like 6.5 out of 10 on all these social platforms to 10 out of 10 in advance of the book. So like everybody's mind has been in this world of everything except what we're going to do to launch the book. And we're just wrapping up at the point where, manuscript is basically done. So we're almost arriving here, pulling our heads up from a completely different space. One that was focused, especially in Sahil's case, on just like creatively, I got to get the book in a place that I love creatively. So this is going to kick off where like the business team, we have a sense of what we want to accomplish. First, we want to lay out the vision. What does a successful launch look like? Establish that up front. Make sure everyone in the room hears that. We've been bombarded with advice from experts. This is what Jay Shetty's done. This is what Tim Ferriss did. This is what X, Y, and Z number one. We have a ton of our own ideas. We want to begin to get all of those out, make the transition from like creative space of getting the book right to now, how are we going to think about launching this thing? Best ideas out, then eventually prioritize them, then eventually figure out who's going to do what, and do it in a space that's outside of our routine. We've actually prepared a lot of structure in case we go there, but first we have to support Sahil in basically making the transition from this morning. He was like sending latest edits to a publisher. You want to be ready for a lot of structure, but also flow with where it goes.
Well, I said there were 2 long poles in the tent. I said getting the website up is one, and the other is...
This is dedicated a couple days to make sure we get all of our ideas out. Everybody in the room clear, which is what's the vision of a successful launch? What does success actually look like in detail? And then begin to kick off what I'll call like just an ideation process of stuff that we know from what we've heard or what we've like decided ourselves, we know we want to do.
I mean, I think a successful launch, like week 1, would be selling... Okay.
This is controversial, but like,
just like people feeling like writing things that I'd written had impacted them in some way, and so it's cool to think about it. What are you guys plotting and planning over there?
But now that we got some shape to this, I'm just trying to think of timing. Okay. This is what I'm. Okay. But let's not worry about that now.
Is there a reason to not just?
You could say now we're through one of the deep dives. And you have dinner in about like 13 minutes. Maybe you want to pull up and basically just even talk about like where do we want to go from here.
Yeah, agenda, next steps.
Yep.
Think about the day tomorrow, just
Yep.
in general, like timing too.
Yep.
What are you making?
Hot milk. Home milk. Ethically sourced from small family farms. Heat it up. It's like reminds you of when you're a kid, man. It's the best. I'm 5, dude. You gotta give me the 5-year-old one. I thought Blake was gonna get me a baby bottle to drink that. Talking shit from the bleachers over there. There's always someone talking shit from the bleachers. Alright, I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, we're up bright and early on, I guess we can call it day 1 here in Austin. We've got a packed day. We're gonna kick off stuff at 7:30, but this is a good go-to on the road. I don't know how you pronounce this. Stoke. It's not Duncan, but it's pretty damn good. So, gonna go post up, get some of this writing done before we all kick off. Make it a great start to the day. Looking for anything that's gonna make these eggs not stick brutally to the pan. Stainless steel polish. Great success. Now we're in business. Are you judging my egg cracking? You want to see me hit you with a single? You want to see the pro move right here? Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Come on, come on. It's not bad. People do lose their minds over the fact that I scramble my eggs in the pan.
Where else are you gonna scramble?
That's what I say. I'm not a chef. I don't need to have like a fancy.
Like what? Because you don't like mix them up somewhere
Yeah,
else?
like I literally just hit it like this. It saves several minutes.
No, that's how I do it.
Yeah.
That's,
People freak out that I'm like ruining the pan by using a metal fork too. My breakfast is pretty much the same every day right now. I just do 4 eggs, fried banana like this, and cottage cheese with raw honey. Get probably about 50 grams of protein, 50-ish grams of carbs, and some fats. Start the day off right. Fried banana is game changer. It's better if you cook it in butter. This is just with spray. It's just delicious. Raw, unfiltered honey. That's where the quality is.
You mean pecans?
Are you a pecans guy?
Yeah, I'm a pecan.
That's southern.
Dude. That's upsetting, right?
No, it's good. I feel like when I'm trying to like act a certain way, I say pecans. It's like trying to like impress other people, but the cons is actually the proper pronunciation. Matt has good sulta.
Redmond's.
Where's Matt?
Where's the Redmond sea salt?
This is
This is ready to rock.
work attire right here.
This is ready to rock. Ready?
Meal is looking on point, dude.
We can even crack this.
This fried banana is the best thing I've ever had in my life.
Dude, it's insane. It's like a completely different banana eating experience. If a normal banana is a 4 out of 10, fried banana is like an 11.
Flexibility of the body is flexibility of the mind.
Press record.
Go pull people why they find make a big difference.
I need to do that, but they don't actually. I was just talking about bananas.
Took Preorder from one of his movies.
I gotta run a few miles, so. What's up?
How's the run? It's too hot, man. It's too muggy here. I would take cold. I would take snow, freezing northeast, over this muggy, disgusting mess any day. Because you can escape the cold. You can get out of it. You can bundle up and feel nice. You can't escape this swamp. Disgusting.
Because it comes down. Then you could argue that.
Big old meal here. Double chicken on both, too. Lucas got arrested at Equinox. Yeah. Me too. Just too many things that I need to give a f about, and that's not one of them.
They're not washed up. Some of them play big time pro.
What?
Some of them are big time pros.
No.
Former.
Indoor. Yeah, former. Washed up. That means washed up. That's literally the definition of washed up. It's not a criticism, it's just washed up. That's what it means.
Well, washed up is like you weren't.
You
good.
used to be a pro. No, what? Dude, washed up literally means you used to be a pro and now you're washed up. You literally defined washed up and you were like, they're not washed up, they just used to be pros.
Super short aside. One of the first days we were like working out together, we were doing these like hypotheticals back and forth. Nikita had like asked us what it would take for us to go work for Elon Musk. Like how much we would have to get paid, like would we go work for him? And I was like, there's honestly no amount of money you could pay me to go work for Elon. Cause like, why would I do that? I have a great life. I really enjoy what I'm doing. Why would I go work for like a crazy person? It doesn't make sense to me that I would do that. You know, he obviously disagreed. I was like, maybe for like 100. As I said to Lucas, I was like, maybe for like a 1 year for like 100. And he was like, 100 grand? Oh. And I was like, what, are you nuts? I was like, we're on a totally different wavelength here right now. And I was like, with 100 grand, what can you get? Like a Kia Telluride? And he just lost his mind. Oh, God. It's inherently VIP, like, that is unscalable. Like, it should be unscalable. The social media stuff should be scalable. The only thing I wondered.
Where's dinner, Sahil?
We're going to Suerte, which is an amazing, I think it's Mexican place. I've been there once. It's really, really good. No seed oils. You know, yeah, exclusively tallow and grass-fed butter just for you tonight.
1, 2, 1, 2, ready, kick it.
That's New York City, full stop.
That sucked. Oh, dinner was good. You know, it was probably 1/3 the amount of food that I would otherwise eat, but the food quality and the taste was excellent. So I'm probably gonna go eat some eggs. Eat about 6 eggs here when we get home. See ya.
Two scoops of Pro Mix, scoop of creatine for this leg day that we're gonna do here on the road. I put it in quotes because any leg day on the road is not quite up to the intensity standards that we would take for home. Optimize is a funny word, but how can I sort of like get the most out of my potential, or kind of live up to what I would say my potential is at any given point? I would say I have the highest expectations for myself of anyone. I want to make sure that I'm doing what I can to live up to those expectations. You know, I get one chance at life, and why not try to make the most of it in all of these different areas? You need to figure out a way where you can actually like build trust, and then commerce will follow, right? I mean, that's my general mental model for all of commerce in life is commerce follows trust. And so you need to build trust. You're not trying to build a number of followers. You're not trying to build 1 million followers or 500,000 followers. You're trying to build trust with however many people. And then your commerce, whatever it is, whether it's courses or sponsorships or products or businesses or whatever you're doing, has to follow on trust. And that the trust is the scarce commodity and the thing that you actually need to build. And that only comes through being genuine and doing it over long periods of time and consistently showing who you are and the type of ideas that you can share with the world. And so doing that is really what you need to focus on if you're trying to build this as your business, life, career. I hope so. Thank you so much for the time. Sorry about the internet connection earlier. Look forward to meeting all of you.
Cars here.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Great. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Good to finally meet you. How are you? This is Lucas.
Hi, Natalie. Nice to meet you.
It is 8,000 degrees here. How that's, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
About to damn near melt out here.
Like, what topics did you enjoy talking about the most?
The topic around like motherhood and how women navigate some of the challenges or like stigmas culturally associated with becoming a mom and their decisions around whether to continue working or whether to lean into motherhood at that time as the exclusive focus. I think that's just such an interesting and powerful conversation, and like changing the narrative around all that is something that I just feel strongly about, given our experience with Elizabeth and what she's decided to do.
Texas Expressway.
Great work, and look forward to chatting more about it. Hey, how'd it go? It was great. Awesome.
Ideas and ways we can make better and bigger and get the word out there. And
one of the pieces that I wanted to ask you about is, you know, I think that this is like a role in particular where you feel like that's something you would have energy around and be excited to do.
Yeah, I go across a matrix organization that we have to get information in, put information out. It is how I've my entire career, so that's not daunting to me.
Good.
It just is how you work.
What questions can I answer for you? Yeah, like having, a spouse who is willing to tell you the truth. Like a partnership, a person that's willing to tell you the truth, that's willing to hold you to account, that's willing to be candid in that way, and where you actually hear it is such an important thing. I think like Elizabeth does that with me, and my initial reaction is always to be like, what are you talking about? You don't know, you don't have all the details. But then when I can like pause, zoom out, and realize that it's coming from a place of love, it's not coming from a place of animosity, it's like actual genuine love and care, and you can avoid the emotional reaction and actually hear it for what it is. It has helped me avoid tens, probably hundreds of major missteps in my business. And she doesn't know anything about my business, but it has helped me avoid massive missteps in my business.
Okay, what made it a successful trip?
I think just getting everyone in the same room so you can have the like mind meld and the benefit of ideas bouncing around is undefeated for this kind of thing. Like the amount of output and ideation and synthesis and action that comes out of one day doing something like this is like it would take months of Zoom calls and coordination to get anywhere close to that. So I think that is probably like the number one thing where if you need to get stuff done, you just got to get everyone together in person, even if it's for a day, and ideally out of their normal routines and in a new place where you're able to kind of expand beyond what your normal mindset is around this stuff.
I think that's especially true when you're figuring out strategy and planning.
Yeah.
In particular, like remote work can happen beautifully once a plan is clear and aligned.
Yeah. That's why I think like popping in to meet this person that we hire is important too.
Agree.
Because it just adds so much texture when you've met someone. Even like meeting Jess last night for the first time, like you now like understand and know the person a bit to a level where you like, there's just a different level of camaraderie and teamwork that gets built, and you feel like you're in the weeds with people, 10 times more than you otherwise would have been. That's why I'm long on in-person stuff, as you know. It's literally 800 degrees out here, dude.
But on the bright side, the fit.
I hate sharing.
You hate sharing.
No. I really hate sharing entrees. Mainly because I always feel like I have like a phobia of not getting enough to eat. And whenever I share, I feel like I end up getting about half as much food as I wanted. Because like you under order, and then you end up like getting like, if you were like, oh, let's all share a steak and a fish and one other thing, and you get like 2 slices of steak, and everyone's like, oh, okay, great. It was awesome.
I couldn't do it.
Would you rather be trapped in a pool, an Olympic-sized swimming pool with a hungry great white shark, or a basketball court with an angry silverback gorilla? Ridiculous. What are you gonna climb the hoop?
Boss and savage great white.
But they can't attack down. They can only attack up. So all you gotta do to survive the great white shark is take a big breath, go to the bottom of the pool and sit there. Yeah, they can't attack down. It's like they literally can't. They can only attack up. So you just post up at the bottom.
A stranger, a stranger, a stranger.
All right, we're landing back in New York, and I think I just saved and finished the final version of this book. That's it for this trip. As always, until next time, stay curious.